Well, hello there, and good evening, everybody. I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days, momentarily, all the way to July 4th. And it looks good at this point, 10 days out. You know that's subject to change, of course. More on that as we go along. First of all, the climate data for today, a climate summary. At 5 p.m. here in Bemis, it was clear. The temperature was a warm 91 degrees. Felt like 103 degrees out there in the shade. Yeah, it's getting kind of hot out there a little bit. Not quite dangerous heat index levels, though. Usually got to be 105 or higher for that in the shade. Maybe possibly getting that toward the weekend, though. The dew point was 76 degrees at 5 p.m. Humidity was at 61%. A little uncomfortable out there. We had southwest winds at 8 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.98 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature in Bemis was 74 degrees. Boy, that's warm, but not a record warmest. More on that as we go along. Today's high was 92 degrees here in Bemis. No rain fell here since midnight. I'm holding at 4.46 inches for the month and 42.91 inches for the year so far. Lowest humidity today, 59% at 2 p.m. Highest 84% at what time was that? 4 a.m. when that happened. 94% at 4 a.m. I'm making sure I read that right and quoted it right. Lowest dew point temperature today was 70 degrees at 9 a.m. The highest would be 79 degrees at 2 p.m. Lowest barometric pressure today was 89 inches, 29.89 inches. That occurred at 3 a.m., while the highest was 30.09 at 11 a.m. Now I forgot to mention, along with today's high of 92 degrees, the highest felt like temperature or heat index made it up to 103 degrees today at 4 and 5 p.m. In the shade. Of course, even hotter than that in the sun. Alright, highest wind gust today is 25 miles per hour out of the west at about 11 a.m. was when that happened. Today's records for June the 25th, hottest high would be 99 degrees. And that happened in 1952 and again in 1988. The coolest high would be 76 in 1960. Imagine having a high of only 76 degrees. It happened in 1960, a few years ago, but it did happen. Warmest low would be 79. Whew. Now that's hot for a low. Mighty warm. 1952. That was one of the warmest years on record for Jackson, by the way. 1952, 1954, and 1977 actually, and take that back. 1952, 1954, and 1980, and then the year 2007. Those are the 4 hottest years on record for Jackson. Now I believe 1954 was the hottest summer on record. I need to find out, well, this summer won't really be accumulated or summed up until December. What about that later? Alright, where was I? Warmest low, 79 in 1952. 55 would be the coldest low in 1974, while the wettest rainfall record for June 25th, 1.41 inches in 1992. Alright, that's pretty much the records and the climate summary. I'll move on to a few graphs, and that'll be it for tonight. We got lucky, had no storms last night or this morning. And the radar continues to be nice and clear for us here in West Tennessee. Let me turn the camera around so you can see it as well. Let me get my line fixed here so I can let you see it a little bit better too. As you can see, the Memphis radar is clear for right now. It's going to continue to be that way for the remainder of tonight. Let me see if I can stroll this down. See, it's pretty much clear up and down, north and south and east and west, if I can put it that way. Let me look on the southeastern sector of the country. There you see most of the storms are well east of us, over toward Georgia, around Atlanta, Georgia, and on down into southeastern Alabama. That's probably close to Birmingham, I think it is. That's second big city down south of, not far from Florida. It's either Montgomery or Birmingham. I forget which one. Some pretty strong storms down there east of them, though, it looks like. And let's take a look at Florida real quick. Let me see. Take a look at Florida while I'm here. Florida looks pretty good shape. If I can get the camera to show it to you. Yeah. Florida looks a few scattered storms down there, especially along the Florida-Georgia border there. That's northeast of north of Apalachicola, I think. If I'm thinking of the cities right. I can't think of the name of that town down there since I don't have a city map here, but you kind of know where that's at down there. Northeast of Panama City, I believe. Other than Panama itself looks alright from the coast. It looks okay at this time down there. Alright. Back up here in Tennessee. Let me put my camera so I can see it better. Nothing up here in Tennessee. East Tennessee looks like around Crossville, I believe, maybe east of Nashville, around Crossville, Cookville, and those areas. It might be a little stormy. Boy, some heavy storms over in North Carolina and some in South Carolina too, over in that part of the country. I wish them the best up there. And then you see the other storms in parts of the southeast. A lot of red in those storms, so there's a lot of heavy weather going on well east and southeast of us. But we're in the clear, at least for now. It should remain so the rest of the evening. I believe there's one going to the west of us. Let me see if I can. Here's one well west of us. Takes it into Texas, actually. Yeah. Even Texas this time of the day is usually got a few storms, Texas and Oklahoma. But even those areas, if I can get my camera to stay steady, my wire's not wanting to work here. Excuse me for the. There, it's clear in the plain states, or at least in the southern plain states, anyways. As you can see. Alright, let me move on to the current weather map, I believe. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let me show you the satellite picture first. That might be better. As you can see, the skies are clear around us. Cloudy over a little bit in middle Tennessee, especially east of Nashville and roughly east of Pulaski, maybe. But over in East Tennessee, they got some clouds over there, but it's clear over here. I had some clouds along the Mississippi River. I believe they're kind of dying down, though. The clear here in the west of most of West Tennessee, anyways, and pretty good over in Arkansas too. Cool, nice, hot summer-like weather. Looks like it's going to continue. Excuse me. Now let's look at the national weather radar surface map, thanks to the Weather Channel, as of 5:19 p.m. Central Daylight Time, about a couple hours ago. That's not too bad. As you can see, there's a high pressure to our southeast around Chattanooga. Right over all those thunderstorms, isn't that kind of odd? But there's a stationary front to our north, of West Tennessee and a cold front over northwestern Arkansas attached to that low up there in Nebraska, and it's not causing anything horrific, bad weather, at least not around here. And west of the country doesn't look too bad a shape for the start of summertime. Alrighty. I guess that covers the country pretty good as far as fronts and lows and highs and all that good stuff. I need to back my camera up a little bit more. Maybe a bit more steadier right there. Alright, let's move on to the forecast. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see it and I can see it too. There we go. Maybe you and I both can read it sort of together. Maybe that's plain enough. Fair skies here in Jackson and most of West Tennessee for the remainder of today and tonight. Almost had another bonus day. Again today. Remember the one we had yesterday. Supposed to rain maybe this morning between sunrise and noon. It didn't develop. And another fair day. Hey, I'll take those fair days anytime. Well, we could use a little rain though, in some portions of Jackson, Madison County, and West Tennessee. But we might get some maybe tomorrow, but it'll be on very isolated basis though. Tonight, fair skies. Tonight and tomorrow, generally fair tomorrow as well. We do have a 30% chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm anywhere, anytime tomorrow. And all, but most likely in the afternoon hours due to the heating, of course. Beyond that, we're probably going to be fair. The sun sets tonight, by the way, at 8:15, rises tomorrow morning at 5:41 a.m. Remember, we are at the latest sunset time for the summer, at least until I believe it's the 2nd of July, and then on the 3rd of July, I think it starts going back the other way, 1 minute at a time. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. Moon rises this evening. Already has, matter of fact, at 6:06 p.m. and be setting tomorrow morning at 3:58 a.m., just about 4 a.m. Speaking of tomorrow, June 26th, like I said, generally fair with a 30% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. So it might be 1 or 2 or 3 pop-ups on the radar. Who knows exactly where they'll be? Maybe somewhere in West Tennessee. Alright, the low tomorrow morning will be another warm one, 76 degrees. High tomorrow about 92 degrees, about like today. And we'll southwest winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there again is the sunrise and moonrise and set times. Sunrise 5:41, sets at 8:15 p.m. tomorrow. Moon rises tomorrow night at 7:01 p.m. and sets at 4:37 a.m. Wednesday morning. Wednesday, fair skies, lower 74, high of 94, with southwest winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour. It's going to be a little windy Wednesday, it looks like. The full moon is also on Wednesday, the 27th. It rises at about 8 p.m., 7:53 p.m., and be setting at 5:20 a.m. Thursday morning. Sun will be rising Wednesday at 5:42 a.m. and setting at 8:15 p.m. On into Thursday, fair skies, low of 75, high of 97. West winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Friday, mostly clear, low near 76, high of 97, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And I'm going to go ahead and skip on down. As of right now, for next Wednesday, July 4th, fair skies are expected, but I will not rule out the possibility of an isolated afternoon or early evening shower or thunderstorm. But the chances, I believe, about 30%. That's not very high. So that's the current forecast that I'm thinking right now. Basically, generally fair. Lower 73, high of 90, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be setting at 8:14 p.m. Wednesday night, July 4th. Be rising at 5:45 a.m. on July 4th. Alright, that's the sneak peek at July 4th's weather. As of right now, fair skies, but we're accustomed to a possibility of an afternoon pop-up shower or thunderstorm on the 4th of July. so it would not be a surprise. But right now, their chance is only about 30%. But then again, that's 9 days out. Anything could change, of course, here in West Tennessee. Well, all right. Let me change the camera around for a few seconds here and call it at that for tonight. I hope you all have a very pleasant Monday night, June the 25th. Sweet dreams. I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday, June the 26th, tomorrow. And that's it for me tonight. Good night. God bless you and sweet dreams, and talk to you again soon. Goodbye. Oh, thanks for all the subscribers that I've been getting lately and some nice comments. I appreciate that from all my YouTube viewers. Thank you. Thank you very much.